Sel gris is a coarse, granular sea salt popularized by the French. Sel gris comes from the same solar evaporation salt pans as fleur-de-sel but is harvested differently. It is allowed to come into contact with the bottom of the salt pan before being raked, hence its gray color. Sel gris is coarser than fleur-de-sel but is also a moist salt, typically containing 13% residual moisture. Harvesting. The bottom of the salt pan may be composed of clay, basalt, sand, concrete, or even tile. This keeps the salt from coming into contact with the silt beneath and becoming dirty. Every few days or even daily, the harvester pushes or pulls the salt with a long wooden rake. This must be done carefully as the depth of the brine may be as little as 1/4 inch and the clay bottom must not be penetrated at the risk of contaminating the salt. The salt is raked toward the sides of the pan where it is then shoveled into a pile and left to dry slightly before storing. 90 to 165 pounds of sel gris can be harvested in one day, whereas for fleurs-de-sel the daily yield is only 4.5 to 6.6 pounds. Use. Because of its mineral complexity and coarse grain size, sel gris can be used both as a cooking salt and a finishing salt. Being much denser than table and kosher salt, there is a lot more salt in an equivalent volume of sel gris. Because it is a moist salt, it does not suck all the moisture out of food when used as a finishing salt, unlike kosher salt. Sommeliers tend to pair sel gris with heartier foods like steak and root vegetables due to their mineral complexity. Examples. Most producers of fleur-de-sel also produce sel gris. Sel gris de Guérande, sel gris de l'Île Ari acute, sel gris de l'Île Noi Mautia, Grigio I Servia, Alcachea Sal Grosso.